just for the editor, give me your name again.
Daisy Roselli.
Spell your last name.
Roselli, how do I spell it?
Yes, ma'am.
Roselli.
Tell me, you are the owner of what? You're the owner of, what's the name of your business?
Sonny Italy.
Okay, how long you been in business?
Oh, Pa was out there 12 years before he died, and I think he's been dead 20 years.
And who's Paul? Paul was your husband?
My husband.
Okay, tell me, he's the one that started Sonny Italy, right?
Yes,
Why did he start it? What was he doing at the time when he started the restaurant?
Well, you know what? You want me to really tell you? He was working up for somebody else, cooking. So he says, if I can cook for somebody else, I can cook for myself. So that's why he started Sonny Italy.
Now, I've asked you this before, and I think it's an amazing thing that out in the middle of the country, I mean, away from any town or anything, he just decided to build this restaurant. Did he think that if he built it, I mean, people would actually come? I mean, was he confident that the...
Well, you know, we used to sell vegetables. Mm-hmm. We had corn, and anyhow, all these people would come out to get, roasting ears. Mm-hmm. And we had it there under that tree, the oak tree, and he would sell it for $1 a dozen. That's how he got started.
Now, was he from up north originally, or was he originally from Wilkes County?
Oh, no. He came to our boarding house. You see, my mother had a boarding house in North Wilkesboro, and he came there, but he got his cousin, Frank Catapana, was his first cousin, and they was buddies, and he married Carrie Brookshire. So they told him all about the South, and he wanted to see the South. So that's why he came down here.
And then you were working at your parents' boarding house, right?
Yes, well, my mother and father, they said they was going to take a trip, going somewhere, and wanted me to take care of it that night. So I was in charge, and my sister, I had a sister, Ellaby, she was about 16. So she came and she said, "This somebody from New York up there wanting a room." And I said, "Well, I think we've got it already fixed for somebody." And we took him, Ellaby did, she took him, showed the room. Then I said, "We're just serving supper, would you like to have, to eat?" He said he would, so when the maid that waited on the table, she come back in the kitchen and told me, said, "That man from New York, he won't eat a thing but biscuits and coffee." So I went out there. I said, "Why is you not eating these vegetables and everything?" He said, "Well, I never seen food cooked like that before."
Well, what do you mean by that?
Huh?
What do you mean? They don't cook like that up north?
No, not like we cook. He was Italian.
What's the difference? What's the main difference between southern cooking and northern cooking?
Well, they never cook. He asked my mother, he said, "Well, can I cook me some food myself?" And she said, "Yes, you can." And what he cooked was all mixed up. I said, "Lord, I wouldn't eat that for nothing." What he ate. He liked foods, different kinds, all cooked together.
Well, all right. So then, catch me up here a little bit. When did you all start dating? I mean, did quite a bit of time go by, or did that start immediately?
No, he came on a Friday, and so my uncle, I had my grandmother lived in Princeton, West Virginia, and my uncle come to get me to come and be there with Grandma and his wife. They lived separate, but his wife was going to have a baby too. So they took me, that was Friday, and I seen him, my husband, just a time, about 2 days, and then I went with my uncle. And when I come back, he was in the kitchen cooking. He done spent all of his money, and he asked my mother if he could help cook to pay for his board. Isn't that terrible?
And that's how you got to know him, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so then why, how much time went by? Did a year or so go by? How long did you court him?
About 3 months. So then he said, Daisy, let me tell you what, let's go get married and not let anybody know it. And so we went over to get married and not going to tell anybody. And my uncle was the sheriff then, Lloyd Wiles. And so he called Mom up and he said, Dolly, Daisy's over here trying to marry a foreigner. So that's what they said.
That's pretty good. All right, so you got married, and then how did you end up with the property where the restaurant's at now? How did he get that property?
Well, you know how, you see, now there's going on in Winston, the fair. So my husband, he said he's going to have, he went to and rented a stand at the fair. And I was still up here, we was running Club Valencia. So he come back home and he said, Daisy, here I've got $500. Free and clear, I've done paid everything. And said, now what are we going to do with this? And I said, well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to buy some land. So we went and asked this man that we knew, Chapstone, if he would sell us 2 acres of land. And he sold us 2 acres of land, and that's where we went and got the building loan to build Club Valencia.
Okay, and then, but he did several things. Didn't he try farming and chicken farming and a bunch of things?
That's here we live, where we live now. This was before that.
Oh, well, catch me up. How did you end up with the land that you've got now?
Let me see how we, well,
Go ahead, just lean back if you would. There you go.
well, okay, I got to think about it.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's all right.
So how we got, well, do I have to say where we got it? I don't know.
Well, don't worry about that. But tell me that your husband, he did try some other things, right? Like chicken farming and apparently he didn't like farming, right? Did you tell me that once before?
Well, he really, he said he got a job working up at that stand up on the highway. Mm-hmm. And he said, well, if I can work for somebody else, he was cooking for them. He said, I could cook for myself. Mm-hmm. So that's how we started our place.
And then what you did, what'd you do? The restaurant now, that's not an old chicken house. That's just, tell me about that. That's material that you got from an old chicken coop, right?
Well, the blocks, the brick, some of the blocks, but we got these big iron things that the roof goes on. We bought them, and that's what used to go to, that's why I think they said it's a chicken house, because that's what they used in a chicken house, was those big iron, I don't know what things the roof went on.
Okay, all right. Now who built it? Who built the restaurant?
Well, we had a lot of help. My husband and he had, the boys helped some. I don't know if David was a teacher then. I don't know if he helped.
How long did it take him to get it done?
Well, I don't know how long it was.
You remember the year when you first opened the doors? Was that back in the 60s?
I think David will tell you.
What year was it?
67.
1967.
Okay.
So now Italian food probably at the time here probably wasn't real popular though, was it? How was it received? How did a lot of people like that kind of food down here?
Well, whenever we first opened up, I guess we served. Well, David, what kind of food did we serve?
You serve spaghetti and pizzas.
Yeah, pizzas. Everybody loved pizzas, you know that.
Right. But you have true, authentic Italian sauce, though, right? That's something that you don't find a lot down here, right?
Well, you know, my husband used to make the sauce. And then when he passed away, I think Johnny and David, they was the ones that helped fix the sauce. I never made the sauce.
You did the salad.
Huh?
You did the
You
salad.
did the salad. But you do the salads, right?
Yeah, the salads.
But sometimes when I was there visiting you last time, I saw you stirring the sauce and
Oh, see it. Well, you know what? I like a little sugar in it. So I would go and see if it's how it tastes, and maybe it needs a little more sugar. So that's what, maybe if you saw me stirring the sauce, that's what I was seeing, how it was tasting.
why do you think Sunny Italy, why do you think it's been so successful? What do you think the secret of your success is?
Well, you know, my husband, anyhow, he was Italian, and he was a nice-looking man, and always, so all these people come out there to see what, his name was John, see what John was cooking. So they would come, and I made the salads. I was just a salad girl back in the back. And my husband didn't want me to be up there at the front. He wanted me to stay back and make the salads. And he was head one when he was alive.
You know, but the people that I talked to when I was visiting you the last time, they commented as much about your salads as the Italian food. What's so special about the salad dressing?
Well, I said the Lord had a hand in it. And I really think he did, because me and my husband, we went to town and looking around at the NP. It used to be in North Wilkesboro. So we decided, you know, what to get to make that dressing. So we both had a hand in it. I did and he did.
Okay. Well, I'll ask you again. Why do you think your restaurant's been so successful? Do you think it's just been because of just all the hard work that you've put in it, or why do you think it's been so successful? Why do you think that stayed around for so many years?
Well, I think, you know, we go out and we talk to the people and make them feel at home. I think that's it.
Why is that important?
Huh?
Why is that important?
Oh, it isn't. I mean, to care whether they come back again, you just get out there and be nice to them and want them to come back again, and they do.
Now, let me ask you this, because a lot of college kids and high school kids will be watching this interview,
Uh-huh.
and you being a woman in business, was that difficult?
Well, I don't think it was. Not for me. You see, I always helped my mother. She had the boarding house, and I used to help Mama cook. And so I just got along fine, I guess.
Who's been your biggest influence?
Over me,
Yes.
I'd say my husband.
And why? What?
Because, you know, I didn't know anything about Italian food till he helped me, and But he influenced me more than anybody.
Now, what do you think the future?
Huh?
What about the future of Sunny Italy? Is that something that you're going to pass on to your kids or grandkids, or have you thought about that?
Oh, sure, that thought about it, but I don't know. I want my own children to keep it going.
But you've been a big influence, because I think you have a grandson that didn't he open up
Oh, he has a place going to Winston.
over there in East Bend, right? Isn't it?
So, but little David, I call him little David. That's David's son. He helped me a long time. So I guess he may have David, does he have our salad and so on?
Yes.
And Johnny, he started out in North Wilkesboro, but he didn't, he quit it, I guess. And
Right now, it's a big family operation, because I remember seeing you have grandchildren and great-grandchildren working in the restaurant. Is that right?
oh yes, I have them all helping me.
Right. What are your hours? When do you open?
Well, now we're just open in 2 days, just Friday and Saturday nights. But they're cooking today. You ought to see all them people that's out there in the kitchen and doing. You see, all the vegetables have to be cut up ahead of time.
You're doing great. Miss Daisy, let me just ask you a couple more questions about Wilkes County. What's been the greatest change in Wilkes County in your lifetime? What's different now than maybe it was 50 years ago?
Well, I couldn't tell you. I'm not that smart, really. But I think that, people accepting each other. When I was, me and my husband thinking about getting married, some people didn't like me to marry Italian, accepting them. So I think it's people accepting each other now.
You think people here in Wilkes County are much more accepting than they used to be?
I think so.
Why is that? Do you mind me asking that question?
Well, I don't know, maybe that because that more people have come to Wilkes County that's different. So, and people, I guess, getting as friendly, and they want to stay here.
Last question for you. What's the one memory? What's the greatest memory of owning and operating your own restaurant?
The greatest memory?
What's the one thing that you remember the most about Sunny Italy over all these years?
Well, I never thought about that before, so I don't know.
Has it been just working with your family and friends?
And that's what I say. You could be home and yet be with each other.
So it means a lot to you to be around your family a lot? And,
yes,
and friends?
That means everything to me now, because all I've got is the children and the grandchildren. Like, I didn't know why David brought me over here, but I'm just glad to be here to put my little 2 cents in, I guess.
Well, I think you have a lot of great things to say. And I normally wouldn't ask a woman this, but I'm going to ask you, how old are you?
Oh, well, you know how old, I'm 97. So when I get 100, I tell everybody that they can come that day and eat free, that I'm going to have, let everybody come and celebrate my 100th birthday, eating free.
And I told you I'll be there to videotape it.
Okay. Oh, you're going to be there too?
I want to videotape it, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I hope I'll be there. So I'm 97 now, but that's 3 more years.
Hang on, Mule, I think, has a question for you.
Ask her about the buffalo. They used to have a buffalo.
Oh, yeah. Tell us about the buffalo you used to have out there.
Oh, the buffaloes. Well, I don't know what got Pa wanting to have the buffaloes.
Lean back for us.
Just go ahead and lean back. There you go.
There we go.
You're good. Why do you buy some buffalo?
Well, you know, we went to, I don't know how he got in his mind, but we went to Charlotte, to this buffalo, it was a farm. We went down there and he looked at all, they would take you a ride at the pasture and see everything. So we went and saw the buffaloes, but they was running, the buffaloes was in with other cattle. So Pa, he wanted buffaloes. And they all, he and a she. And they brought them in a great big, one Sunday. So behind that, the buffaloes, people was a big line of cars coming in with the buffaloes. People did see that, you know, and they want to see where they was taking them. So Pa had this fence already made for the buffaloes. And so the buffaloes, it's he and a she, and she had a baby. But she died and just left the daddy buffalo and the baby. And then eventually they did. So I said my husband's birthday is 28th of February, and I was going to get him buffaloes again for his birthday, but he passed away.
And the people really enjoy the buffalo too, right?
But you know, we made that great big fence, you know. Pa, he got it fixed. He had somebody to build it for him. And children, they'd come and see the buffaloes at the fence. But, you know, they would come to I was afraid they might even jump out that great big fence, but it's a tall fence.
Let me ask you one other thing, then I'll leave you alone. Someone that's thinking about opening in a restaurant like your grandson, I mean, what kind of advice did you give him? Or what kind of advice would you give to some kid that might be interested in getting in that kind of business?
Well, I think you have to like cooking and like people. I just really, you know, I go out there and I talk to everybody, and I really like to talk. So you just have to be friendly and I guess like be some of your people. The ones that come to eat, when they come to eat with you. I've had a lot of people to eat with me.
Well, you just treat them like family, right?
Huh?
You just treat them like family.
Uh-huh.